Hey guys, I wanted to do a video and show you the grease points on my Cforce 600 here, and I've noticed they're only on the back, and I don't know why there's none on the front, but anyways, there's 6 fittings on the back here. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is the 2023 Cforce 600 made by CF Moto, and I have 300 kilometers on it now. That's about 180 miles. But you don't go by hours or miles with these grease fittings. Like if you go through a lot of water and mud and you wash it quite on a regular basis, they say you should re-grease those fittings. Like make sure. So I haven't done it for a little while now, so I'm gonna lift up the vehicle and show you where those grease points are. And both of the wheels got to come off because there's the grease zerks right on the wheel, on the back side there, on the top and bottom, and pretty hard to get at that with the wheels on. So let's get those wheels off and I'll show you where those fittings are. So I have both wheels off now. I'll show you where those grease zerks are. Like you have to take the wheels off, it's much easier. So there's one right here, and there's one right underneath exactly, and there's one over here, the third one right there. So 3 on this side and then 3 on the other side. And I have a grease gun for that with some extreme grease. It's good for hot and cold temperatures. So like they say, you should check it every time you're going through water or you've washed the machine. Especially if you use a pressure washer, like you gotta be careful with those because you can wash all the grease off and stuff. And so it says it's a good idea. It doesn't matter your miles or hours. Like I said, this has 300 kilometers, 180 miles. But if you're going in water every second day, you should check these all the time. And some have said when they got the machine, they wanted to check because they heard sometimes they're dry, so they pumped like 7-8 times until they got grease coming out of the bushing. So I don't know, but this machine here, when I got it new, I thought I'm going to check mine too, and I only took 2 or 3 pumps to grease those up. So I'm going to grease those up here right now, and let's just see how much it takes. I'll do the top one first because it's easy. There, I'll go 3. You can see some grease coming out on these ends now. Now I'll get this bottom one, snap it on. I'm looking for grease here. Yeah, that's good. Now I'll do the one in the back there I showed you before. A little hard to get in there, but not too bad. You can see grease coming out there, right there. So it's good. So that wasn't too bad. It took 2 or 3 pumps. So it wasn't dry in there by any means. But good to check that. Like I said, if you're going through a lot of water, which these things are designed for, or you're washing it on a regular basis, you should check those. So I'll do the other side off camera, but I wanted to show you a little bonus info here. At this muffler, it says in the manual to take the spark arrestor off, like these 3 bolts. Take it off, bang it lightly, and then use a wire brush to clean that through because you can get carbon deposits in that. So actually I got a story for you I didn't run this for a few months in the winter. Of course, you know, it's too cold and too much snow. Then when I started it up a little while ago, there was an engine code, and I'm going, what would be the deal? The battery? But you know, battery's pretty. I checked it, I charged it up, it wasn't too weak, and I just couldn't figure it out. And I even unhooked the negative battery cable to see if the code would go away, and it wouldn't go away. It just kept, the engine light was on. So actually I did it a couple times. I took the negative off, kept putting it back, and the light stayed on. And even the neighbor came over and I told him, and he was looking through it and he couldn't figure it out either. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just drive it for a while and see if it goes out. So I came outside again, and I gave this a little kick. The muffler, like not hard, I just gave it a little kick. And then I started it, and the engine light went off. I thought, that's how you repair it, by kicking it? But you know, now that I read in the manual, it says, take that spark arrestor off, tap it lightly, and then clean it. And like maybe there was a deposit in there, and it was seeing that it didn't have a clean flow or something, right? Who knows? So that's how you grease those grease points on the back here of the Cforce 600. And there's some other videos out there, but I thought, I have the machine, I might as well do the video, and then I give you that bonus tip about the spark arrestor on the muffler. So maybe if you didn't know that, clean that out sometimes and make sure the machine's cold, right? Like right now, I'm going to do that off camera here, take mine off and take a look at it. And it's running fine now and everything. I don't have no engine code or nothing. So maybe it was that when I banged it. So guys, I'm going to end the video here. And thought I would just do it since I have the Cforce 600, and the little maintenance things I can do, I want to do, because we're not that close to a service center. And you know, it's good to learn your machine and change the oil and do the things you can do. And what do you think about that when the engine light was on and I kicked the muffler, and then when I started it, it went out? That's probably just a fluke or coincidence, but maybe something was in the tailpipe, right? So give a big like here or thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Little bonus footage, guys. I undid the bolts here. I'm going to pull the tailpipe out and look at that spark arrestor. That's how it looks on the Cforce 600. It's pretty clean looking. But they say, take this off and check this from time to time. Make sure there's no obstructions there. Thanks for watching.